Hello, it's Jasmine the writer on Instagram. Just wanted to jump on here really quickly just to share a few tips on getting your start as a writer and starting making money as a writer. Just share some tips or share a few ideas that you could maybe pursue to start making money as a writer. Um, a little bit more about me and about my background. Writing is what I went to school for. That's what I went to college for, is creative writing. I started freelance writing maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. While I was still in college, let's see, I joined a quick little freelance writing site where I was able to bid on different gigs that people were looking for writers to do. And I think maybe the first gig I ever was paid to do, the first gig I ever was offered to do was a gig in England. I'm trying to remember the name of the company, or the city. Really, I think it starts with an L, but the company was overseas, and they were looking for a writer. And the article was about some change that was taking place in the vehicle inspections in that particular town. And so I was offered to do the gig that way. That was the first gig that I ever was offered to do as a freelancer. Right after that, there was a gig where I was writing product reviews. So just quick little 150 word reviews on products that I already had for this particular like referral company that promoted all kinds of brands, makeup brands, and that type of thing. After that, I did a few little gigs like that. Another gig I did that paid a little more was I was an editor for a company transcribing audio in different podcasts and that type of thing. So I was transcribing as an editor, and the only thing I didn't like about that gig was the fact that I had to accumulate 20 hours of editing before they cut a check. So the other gigs that I did prior to that, as soon as I did the gig, I was paid immediately. But on that particular gig, even though I paid a little more, that's the only thing I didn't like. But I did like a lot of the flexibility that the company offered. Another thing that I was able to branch out to was writing for magazines and writing for online outlets and blogs and that type of thing. So just getting paid to write freelance articles for those companies. Um, the magazine business pays okay for writers. It pays more for editors. So if you are thinking about breaking into that, I would, you can start out writing, but the money is in editing. More the money is in editing.